So to become unstoppable, you have to take action. And the action that you take has to be the right action. You can't just take action just to be doing it if it's not moving you forward. So sometimes we feel stuck because we aren't taking the right action. And so we're frustrated, right? Because we're going in circles and we're not moving toward what we want to accomplish in our lives. So if that's you, this video will help you because I'm going to share with you 4 types of action that we take. That's a habit. And the one that you need to really focus on if you want to go from being stuck to unstuck and gaining that momentum and becoming unstoppable. And that becoming unstoppable is in any area of your life, whether it's about well being and how you want to love yourself more, or maybe it's about weight loss and you want to get sexier. Or it could be about financial freedom or starting a new business or, asking for a promotion. Whatever it is, it's up to you to define what does unstoppable look like for you? What are you going after? What do you want? What's the vision for your life? So these 4 types of action you'll want to pay close attention to. And so I'm going to share with you what I know from my life, but I also want to hear from you. When I share these 4 types of action, let me know which one do you get stuck in? Which one do you resonate the most with? And how will you use this video information to move your life forward? Because that's what it's all about. I'm not making these videos to just get thumbs up and likes and say, hey, I made that good video. No, I'm making this video because I want to help you to go from where you are to where you want to be. And this information I need to know, is it helpful to you and how will you use it? All right, so let's jump in. 4 types of action. I wrote it down. I always have my notes because I want to remember what I say to you. Number 1 is the standstill action. And you may be thinking, well, standing still is an action. But it really is because it's maintaining the status quo. It's maintaining where you are because maybe where you are is good and that's where you want to be. Or maybe that's where you are is not good and it's not where you want to be, but you don't know how to move forward. So what do? You maintain the status quo. And that is action because it takes a lot of energy and a lot of time to keep doing what you're doing day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, right? In order to sustain it, even if it doesn't feel like this is what you want, there is some energy and effort that you make in order to stand still. So it is action. Now, no movement in and of itself is just like not making a decision. It's a decision that you make. So you did make it. And no movement is actually taking the energy to stay exactly where you are. Now, what's the second type of action? Circular, going in circles. And think about the biblical Israelites. They did that for how many years? 40 years. And why did they do that? Because they were being disobedient and they were afraid. And they literally went around the promised land for 40 years without going into the promised land. This is what we often do when we aren't clear on what we want in our lives. We aren't clear on the goal, or yes, we are afraid of stepping outside of our comfort zone and taking that leap of faith and doing the very thing that makes us afraid. So what do? We go in circles, and it's so very frustrating, but it looks like movement. It's just going in circles, repeating the cycle over and over again without having the courage to break the cycle and do something different. Why? Because it requires us to step outside of our comfort zone. All right, number 3. Number 3 is the backward action. It's like the moonwalking, right? Remember Michael Jackson and how he just literally mastered the moonwalk, right? He did that, but he was going backwards. And everybody was like, oh, that's beautiful. It's beautiful in dancing, but it's not good in your life. It's ugly in your life because instead of moving forward to where you want to be, you're actually going backwards. And I hear people describe this as I feel like I took 2 steps forward and now I'm taking 10 steps backwards. And that is the pattern of their lives. They're never moving forward, going back. And nobody likes that. But now, what is the 4th type of action? Because this is what you want. It's that forward moving action. It's that action where you are actively every day working on achieving your goals. You're moving toward where you want to be. You're right here. You want to be right here, and you are taking the steps every single day to move towards where you desire to be, that desired outcome. And that is what we all want. Forward moving action is the right action at the right time and doing the right things that is going to move you forward. But oftentimes, what we do is we get stuck in standing still. We get stuck in going in circles and we get stuck in moving backwards. And so, how do you move forward? How do you take that action every single day? I'm always going to give you the same solution because it's the solution that I know works. And that's getting clear on what it is that you want and then implementing the 30-day strategy. Doing what you say you're going to do, even though it's scary, even though it's hard, and repeating the action for 30 days. The reason I say that is because it's how you build the neural pathways. I talk about this in every single video. I feel like a broken record because I want you to understand that this is the strategy that will get you going from being stuck to unstuck and gaining that momentum and becoming unstoppable. It's getting clear on what you want, taking action every single day, tracking your action, making certain that you, if you got to tweak, if you got to pivot, that you do that so that you can continue gaining that momentum until you get to your desired outcome. So if you're not taking the right action, you're going to feel stuck. You're going to feel frustrated. And here's the thing I need you to understand about action. Time does not wait for you to decide on what to do or when to do it. If you're not taking action, time continues to move. This is why it could be 10 years from now and you're still in the same predicament, the same circumstances, wanting the same desires, but you haven't stepped out to fulfill it. And time continues to move. And it's 10 years later and you're exactly where you are. And you're like, oh my goodness, time is passing by. I feel like it's too late. Well, guess what? Time is passing by, but it's never too late. Never too late to reinvent yourself. Never too late to press the doggone reset button. Never too late to start again. This is the beauty. As long as you are alive and breathing, you can start again. You can learn the lessons from what didn't work in the past and start today. That's the beauty of a 30-day challenge. You get to start right now and then count 30 days and then start again, 30 days and start again. And before you know it, it's the end of the year and you have achieved every single one of your goals. Imagine what your life would be like if you did that. So I want you to understand this video. Let's close this up. Let's wrap this conversation up. 4 types of action: standing still, circular, going backwards, and forward action. Which one do you resonate with? Which one do you struggle with? And doggone it, number 4, how are you going to be able to use number 4 and move forward so that you achieve your goals and go from where you are to where you want to be, which is stuck, unstuck, and becoming unstoppable. I love it. I hope you love it too. I hope it resonates with you. I make these videos because I want to bless you. I'm your virtual coach, but if you ever want to join our community, yes, join it. It's brand new, Becoming Unstoppable, where we put these 30-day challenges into practice every single month. And by the end of a year, we are unstoppable. And it's not just by the end of the year. I need you to understand that. Once you do one 30-day challenge, you have the social proof that you can do the next. And you think that you're afraid to do something, you get the social proof that you are more than a conqueror and that fear does not hold you back. In fact, you are fearless and 50. I love it. So I hope to see you in the community. If not, keep watching the videos because I'm going to keep giving you content. But if you're ready to take that next step and join a community of unstoppable women, I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Be blessed.